Welcome to Destiny Forge. Join me as I dive deep into the tough conversations that men often avoid. Can I get real and talk about what's holding us back from sharing our problems? Talking about our problems, as men, can be a really challenging thing to do. We're often encouraged to keep our cards close to our chest, to be strong, and not to show vulnerability. But the reality is, bottling up our emotions and struggles can have serious consequences on our mental health. It's time to break the silence and start talking about what's really going on. So, why do men struggle to open up about their problems? At the heart of it, I think it's because we're socialized to be tough, to be providers, and to not show weakness. We're taught from a young age that boys don't cry, and that we need to be strong for everyone else. But this creates a sense of pressure to conform to certain expectations, and that can be really damaging. We're also often discouraged from expressing emotions, except for anger, which is seen as a more acceptable masculine emotion. This can lead to feelings of frustration, resentment, and even shame. Another issue is that we're often boxed in by traditional masculine stereotypes. We're expected to be the breadwinner, the protector, and the rock for our families. But what about when we're struggling to provide, or when we're feeling vulnerable and scared? We're often left feeling like we're failing, or that we're not good enough. And that can be a really difficult thing to shake off. Additionally, we're often socialized to be competitive, to be better than others, and to win at all costs. But this can create a sense of isolation, where we're afraid to show vulnerability, because we think it's a sign of weakness. When we combine these societal expectations with the stigma surrounding mental health, it's no wonder that men struggle to open up about their problems. We're often seen as weak or flawed if we're struggling with our mental health, rather than being seen as brave or courageous for speaking out. It's a really toxic situation, and it's one that we need to change. Upbringing also plays a big role in why men struggle to talk about their problems. If we're taught from a young age that vulnerability is a sign of weakness, then we're more likely to internalize those messages and struggle to open up as adults. And it's not just our parents, it's also our cultural norms and societal expectations that shape our behaviors and attitudes. For example, in some cultures, men are expected to be stoic and unemotional, while in others, they're encouraged to express themselves more freely. Cultural norms also play a big role in shaping our attitudes towards mental health. In some cultures, mental health is seen as a sign of weakness, or as a personal failing, rather than as a legitimate health issue. And this can be really damaging, because it can prevent men from seeking help, or from even acknowledging that they need help. Furthermore, the stigma surrounding mental health can be so strong that men are often afraid to speak out, for fear of being judged or ostracized. In fact, did you know that men are 3 to 4 times more likely to die by suicide than women? This is a staggering statistic, and it highlights the urgent need for change. We need to create a culture where men feel safe to talk about their problems, where they feel supported and understood, and where they're encouraged to seek help when they need it. We need to break down the stigmas surrounding mental health, and we need to start having real conversations about what's going on. So, what can we do to change this? Firstly, we need to start having more open and honest conversations about our struggles. We need to create a culture where men feel safe to talk about their problems, without fear of judgment or rejection. We need to encourage men to seek help when they need it, and we need to provide them with the support and resources they need to thrive. In summary, talking about our problems as men is essential for our mental health and well-being. We need to break down the stigmas surrounding mental health, and we need to start having real conversations about what's going on. By doing so, we can create a culture where men feel safe to talk about their problems, and where they're supported and understood. Thanks for watching Destiny Forge, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below.